The Sports Report is being brought to you by the Sir Durward Knowles National Junior Sailing Championship.
Welcome to your Saturday Sports, everyone. I'm Amajal Knowles. Topping sports time is winding down at the 41st edition of the Hugh Campbell Basketball Tournament, with the heavily anticipated pool finals set for Sunday. However, on Friday, teams would try their best to lock up their spots in the pool semis set for later this evening. In the opener, this one would be an epic back and forth between the Gateway Academy Eagles out of Bimini and the Kingsway Saints. The two teams would trade the lead back and forth until the final minute of the game. The Saints would cling to a one-possession lead, but ultimately a costly turnover down the stretch would lead to their demise, as Gateway would capitalize and come up clutch down the line and sent the Saints marching, winning 38-37.
Well, first of all, to God be the glory. Great things he has done. We were down by 4 points with 20-something seconds left. I told the guys we need to get a turnover. We need to play aggressive on defense. We got a nice layup, and then also we got a steal to the end with a foul with 0.8 seconds left. And I told the guys just all we need to do is hit one, and he hit a shot, and we had won the game.
Game 2, the defending Hugh Campbell champions, the C.I. Gibson Rattlers, would take on the very game the Agape Christian Eagles out of Abaco. The Rattlers would be put on upset alert early as the Eagles would come out smoking from behind the arc and take an early lead. The Rattlers would seize momentum, but still would only cling to a 1-point lead at the half. In the second, the Eagles would give the Rattlers all they could, pushing them to the brink, but ultimately CI's size on the interior proving to be just a bit too much. They would escape with a 56-42 win in a game that was much closer than the final score would indicate. Game 3, and I don't know if we necessarily could call this one an upset, but it certainly put tournament watchers on notice as the defending Hugh Campbell runner-ups in perennial power out of Grand Bahama, the Sunland Baptist Stingers, would run into the buzzsaw that would be the CC Sweden Cobras. CC would get out to a 20-10 lead and never look back. The story of this one, CC guard Tavari Roker, while he may be small in stature, his game is anything but. He would pour in 29 of CC's 48 points as they would beat Sunland 48-39.
We wanted it more. We didn't drop our season game. We supposed to win. Nobody gonna mess with us, so we come in this game hungry.
And what was the mentality throughout the game just to remain focused?
Lock in.
Game 4 would be another Nassau-Freeport matchup. This time, the reigning Grand Bahama High School champs, the Tabernacle Baptist Falcons, would clash with the fast-rising Arm Bailey Pacer program. Early on, it would look like another potential upset, with Arm jumping out to an early 6-zip lead before Tabby would storm back. This one would also be much closer than pundits would have initially thought. The Pacers' undoing would ultimately be an astonishing 36 turnovers that would see the Falcons turn into 20 fast break points to walk away with a 52-45 win and to lock up their spot in the pool semis. In the nightcap, the reigning GSSA champs, the Anatol Rogers Timberwolves, would face off with the BAISS champions in the St. John's Green Giants. This one did not disappoint either. A fast-paced affair by two of the more well-coached teams in the country. Anatol's depth proving to be a bit too much for SJC in the second half, as they would win this one 47-42 to move on to the Elite Eight. Now, the teams that lost on Friday would not be eliminated, but still have an opportunity to advance with a win. Those games and scores not available up to news time. However, we'll give you an update on all the action from Saturday and who advanced to the Final Four in Sunday's Sportscast. So on hoops, the Bahamas men's national team riding a wave of momentum after a resounding win over Cuba on Thursday at the FIBA AmeriCup qualifiers. Next up for the 2-4-2 Global Power, the USA, tomorrow evening. Forwards Dario Miller and Keno Burrows says Team Bahamas will be ready to show up and show out.
It's the USA. It speaks for itself. Every game is an opportunity to showcase yourself, and also we playing for the name on the back to the family. We playing on the name for the front. So we just want to get a little bit of rest now. It was a tough 2-day trip. Only had 2 days to prepare. Tough 2-day camp.
Best thing, man. Best thing. I hope they can come out and support us in full on Sunday. We definitely need the crowd. We have Team USA coming in. It's going to be a big game. But the crowd that was here tonight, they were loud and cheering, showing a lot of pride for our country.
That's been a look at your sports on this Saturday. I'll check on weather when we return.
The Sports Report has been brought to you by the Sir Durward Knowles National Junior Sailing Championship.